Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Podcast, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Well, let's take a look at some stocks on the move today. I am Tim Stenevec with Bloomberg's Matt Miller. We're joined by Bloomberg's Emily Grafeo. She is out in our San Francisco bureau. Emily, what's on your radar this afternoon?
Okay, so the first stock I'm looking at is AppLovin, because that stock right now is up over 14%. It was down year to date before today, but this is an AI-powered advertising tech platform that reported better than expected earnings overall. The EPS beat, the revenue beat, and then the street was really positive on these reports. You look at what William Blair had to say. They have an outperform rating. They said, "We have covered technology stocks for nearly 25 years and have never covered a company with this margin profile." So, pretty good day to be long AppLovin. Bloomberg Intelligence also said that their above consensus first quarter revenue and adjusted EBITDA are a testament to their lead in providing services that help app publishers sell ad space and acquire users.
All right, AppLovin, one to watch. Coinbase is also on your list. Why are you looking at Coinbase today?
So Coinbase reports after the bell, but there is some news driving Coinbase higher today. Not only the fact that Bitcoin crossed 100,000 for the first time in a couple months today, that typically tends to lift all crypto-linked stocks. Coinbase, of course, a crypto exchange, being one of them. But they also agreed to acquire Deribit, which is the world's largest exchange for Bitcoin and Ether options, for $2.9 billion. So that stock is still down 15% year to date, but it is up higher today. We'll see how those earnings turn out, though. A lot of focus is probably going to be on just how much trading volume they saw as Bitcoin really started the year down, and of course now is climbing much higher in part of a broader risk-on rally today.
Yeah, the increase that we've seen going back just exactly a month ago to April 8th, where Bitcoin was at $77,000 per Bitcoin, Matt. Now it's only 5% off of that all-time high reached back in January.
You know, it's interesting, though, that the dollar is up as well, because Bitcoin had been moving higher as the dollar moved lower. Mm-hmm. And, you know, the relationship that implies is a little bit scary, and also weird. Like people,
that was like supposed to be the big promise of Bitcoin years ago.
Not now, you know, like in decades. Yeah. We don't want to make a cryptocurrency the world reserve currency when we don't trust anybody that works in that industry. I think it's pretty fascinating. Listen, I didn't know you had a list of stocks, Emily. I thought we just threw stocks at her and then she says, "Oh yeah, actually that's a great story." I was looking this morning at D-Nut. Okay. Did you look at that stock?
Yeah, that's
D-N-U-T.
Yeah, that's Krispy Kreme, isn't it?
Krispy Kreme has lost more than 50% of its value year to date. Wow. And I think we can all agree they make objectively the best glazed donuts in the world. What's wrong with this stock?
I don't think I've had one before. Okay,
are you joking with me? It's delicious. I mean, they're on the New York Stock Exchange all the time.
It's down 24% today.
In one day.
Wow.
Yeah. The shares hit a record low. They said they'll no longer pay quarterly cash dividends in order to pay down debts and focus on growth. I got to get into one of these stores and eat these donuts and help this company out.
I mean, they're delicious.
Emily mentioned the dividend ending. There's also the news that it's pausing the expansion of its partnership with McDonald's in the second quarter. It's also withdrawn its profit guidance due to macroeconomic weakness and uncertainty. Let's throw one more at her, should we?
Okay.
How about Carvana? That's one. What's going on with Carvana, Emily?
Okay, so Carvana stock is much higher today. The company doubled its profits in the first quarter with record vehicle volume and a substantial gain in loan sales. This could perhaps be due to people trying to get ahead of tariffs and so rushing out to buy used car vehicles. But the revenue came in $4.23 billion. It was up 38% year over year. So that stock is up right now about 12%. It hit its highest level since 2021. It's been kind of a rough ride, excuse the pun, for this stock. Did you like that one, Matt Miller?
I gotta say, no, I hate car puns, and because I report on cars all the time, I hear them a lot. Take a look at Carvana year to date,
Okay.
right? It's up more than 42%. Take a look at Uber. Even after some disappointing data coming out yesterday, it's still up 38% year to date. Take a look at Hertz. It's up 69% year to date. The concern is that when these new cars, from General Motors or Ford, have to be made so much more expensive due to tariffs, you're much more likely to hail a ride. You're much more likely to rent a car. You're much more likely to buy a used car.
And oftentimes these car rental companies sell their used car fleets, and that's a big portion of their revenue. So then they become huge car dealers. Enterprise, for example,
huge beneficiaries to higher used car prices.
They
and
are.
I watch these Mannheim auctions. There are vehicles going for much more than you would expect.
The Stock Movers Podcast from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.